and we cannot keep the whole world waiting anymore. We cannot keep the whole world waiting anymore. Good evening, guys. My name is Victor Anyanwu, and you are welcome to the last Emerging Entrepreneurs webinar of the year. So today we are talking about you, your business, and social media. Right? You, your business, and social media. Go and tell all of them that we have started. So anytime they like, they can come and join us. We don't start. The train is moving already. Okay, guys. So I would like to start by getting to meet you guys. So at least let's.
Internet isn't very good. Starts to drag when I put on video. Oh, okay. Hi, Adekunle. Okay. You know that's a spiritual
Problem. We probably need to take you to the mountain, and do some things about it. That's a spiritual problem. When you. Okay. All right. I want to see if I can. Let me see if I can switch to something else. No, I don't know. Okay, I hope the network is fine now, Sean. Okay. Okay, somebody is chatting again. So okay. All right. Okay, guys. So back to my gist, right? Who can define entrepreneur for us? Let's start from there. Or no, wait. So I said we should introduce ourselves first. I want you to meet some people. Kingsley, I'd like to meet Kingsley, please. Kingsley, can I meet you? Your full name, what you do, um, what you don't do, if you like. Hi, Kingsley. Okay. Okay. Design consultant. Okay, that's cool. All right. So who's going next? Jane.
Hi, good evening. Okay, okay, okay. Pleased to meet you, Jane. So who else? Uh, Shego Additional. When I see this name, Shego Additional, I'm always thinking of that Buhari's SSA, that special Buhari special advisor. This Shego Additional. She are related to that guy, Abi. Hello, Shego. Pleased to meet you, sir. So who's going again? Samuel Adebayo. Samuel Adebayo. Hi, good evening, Samuel. Ah, you have come to the right place. You have come to the right. You see this place, I wish to help people to figure out many things. You are in the right place. All right. Why is your name on the app? Why does it say Samuel Adebayo Skills? Are you a fish? All right, I get it now. I get it now. Okay, all right, okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. All right, so let's start with definition of entrepreneurship. Okay, so what do you see? Adekule, can you define entrepreneurship for us, please? Quickly, quick one. Just tell me what you think entrepreneurship is. Any definition? There's no. Just tell me what your mind is feeling that the thing is. No, no big deal. A measure. You said a measured amount of risk, calculated risk in achieving your goal. You said being willing to take a measured risk. Is that what you said? Yeah, that's what you said, yeah? Yeah, so that is entrepreneurship. Okay, let me make it easy. Who's an entrepreneur? Let's start from there. Who's an entrepreneur? Can you guys see my screen? You can see my screen, Abby. Can you see my screen? Oh, nobody can hear me. Can anybody hear me? Okay. Are you can see my screen? Okay, okay, cool, cool. Okay, fine. All right. So who can define um, who an entrepreneur is? I think maybe if you know who an entrepreneur is, it makes it easy. It makes it easy for you to define entrepreneurship. I'm listening. Hello? Kingsley, can you tell us, can you define entrepreneurship? Or can you define who an entrepreneur is? Can you say who an entrepreneur is? Okay. So if I'm just going on the road and I just see a problem and I just profile a solution to that problem, after providing the solution, I'll now say, hey everybody, I provide solution. No, now I want my monetary reward. I'm an entrepreneur. Is that what you're saying? All right, all right, all right. Right. Now, the reason why I'm asking all of this is for us to come to an agreement on who an entrepreneur is, right? And have a basis for the conversation to continue. Now, there are many people that say that they're entrepreneurs, and they may not be entrepreneurs in the true sense of the word. All right, they might not be entrepreneurs in the true sense of the word. The entrepreneur is the one that takes all the factors of production. If you remember your economics, right? It takes all the factors of production: capital, land, all of them, labor, puts all of them together. All right. Now takes that. Okay, somebody sent a message. Is that what message is that? Let me see. Okay, so an entrepreneur is someone who creates a new business, bearing most of the risks, enjoying the reward, and all processes of setting up a business is known as entrepreneur. Okay, so if the business is not new, if it's an old business, it's not entrepreneur. If it doesn't bear, you said bearing most of the risks. So are there some risks it doesn't bear? All right. Now, is it possible that an entrepreneur might not be getting any reward? So do we say that until he gets a reward, that is when he becomes an entrepreneur? All right. I'm asking all these questions so that we actually think about the word. Okay. The bad guy, the entrepreneur bad guy, is the guy that does all these things that you've talked about. All the things you talked about, he takes the risks, he makes the reward, he enters the wahala. When they need to sue, he's the one that they sue. You understand? When there's any issue, he's the one that is dealt with. He takes all the, he is the one that does every single thing. That's who an entrepreneur is. All right. So you are not wrong, but I just wanted all of you to just have that complete thinking around it. Okay. So if you realize this, you realize that one of the things, all right, about an entrepreneur is, I don't know whether you guys have heard of the be do have principle. Be do have principle. The be do have principle states that you have to be something first before you do something, and then you can have something. You know, so you understand that. So it's called the be do have principle. So an entrepreneur is already being that thing. Then he does what he does. All right. Then he halves. That half is the reward that he gets at the end of the day. All right. So then he gets reward. Okay. So that reward could be as Kingsley said. Yeah, Kingsley. As Kingsley said, it could be monetary. It could be recognition. You know, like footballers now, they get both monetary and recognition. And their own is enjoyment. They get both sides. You understand? So that's who an entrepreneur is. All right, it does all of this. Now, how many types of entrepreneurs do you think we have? Who can answer this? Shegun. How many types of entrepreneurs do you think we have? Uncle Shegun, do not abandon me when I need you most. Uncle Shegun has run away. Okay, let me ask Angel. Angel, how many types of entrepreneurs do you think we have? Okay. It's like all these people, is either they've gone to wee or I don't know, they've all escaped. Who else will I ask now? Who else? Hey, Fatima. Good evening, Fatima. Nkoyo. Let me ask Nkoyo. Nkoyo. No, let me ask Nkoyo. Let me ask Ololade. Ololade, how many types of entrepreneurs do you think we have? Yeah, take a guess. Okay. All right. Give me an example of an entrepreneur that you know that you think there is. What type of entrepreneur do you think? Just give me an example. Let's not say how many. Just give me an example of an entrepreneur that you think exists. You really don't know. Okay. Okay. All right. So I just pulled up something. I don't know whether you guys can see it on the screen, but I just pulled up something here now. So there are 4 types of entrepreneurs, right? So you have the innovators, you have the hustlers, you have the imitators, and you have the buyers. All right. Now the thing about me is I realized that there's a 5th group. The 5th group is the person or the group that combines all these groups together. All right. So you have innovators, you have imitators, you have buyers, you have hustlers. Who are the innovators? The innovators are the guys that sit down and create the business. Like, okay, there's this thing I'm seeing. I think if we do this and do this, this will work. Let's combine this, with this, and that we'll get this result. All those guys that do all those guys that bring up especially new things, or things that were maybe a combination of older things to create something new. All those guys that do that, those guys are the innovators, right? So you have the innovative entrepreneurs, all right? Good evening, ma. So you have the innovative entrepreneurs, okay? Now, you have the imitators. What do the imitators do? They wait for the innovators, all right? So a lot of the guys that you have in China, a lot of the guys that you have in, what's it called? In Aba, a lot of the guys that you have in Computer Village, what do? They are imitators. So they wait for the guys to release the original stuff, the innovators, the Amazons, the iPhone, them, the Dangotes, them, right? So those guys release cool stuff, right? Then the imitators wait and see which of this stuff is performing, which one is doing very well. That one is doing very well. Oh yeah, copy and paste. They'll just copy and paste everything those guys have been doing. All right, those are the imitators. Okay. Then you have the hustlers. Those ones, I call them anywhere belle face. So they're just like this. Which one they say they happen now? They say, not to jackpot. Oh, but when we jackpot, they will jackpot. All right. Then they will now come and say, which one be the latest one now? They say, not to do MMM. Not to do MMM. Oh yeah, they enter MMM. Do you understand? So the guys that do anywhere belle face, left, right, whichever way they turn, they are doing something. They are jumping on one trend or something. Those guys are the hustlers. Right? That's 4. Okay, sorry, that's 3. Then you have the guys that I call the buyers. The buyers wait. Your business has done very well. Your business is doing cool and everything. You're earning so much money. Then they will just come and say, hey, I want 50% of this company. You say, no, I can't give you 50%. I can only give you 20%. While you're talking and making noise, they'll just go and find the other shareholders and buy all of them off. And then threaten you that, okay, now he's a majority shareholder. What do you want to do? Do you understand? Those guys that buy off those performing companies, those guys are the buyers. Elon Musk bought Twitter, buyer. The person that bought PayPal, I can't remember the name of the guy that bought, or the group that bought PayPal from Elon Musk, buyer. They buy established performing businesses. All right? Buyer. But there's another group. The group that combines all of this. The group that combines buyers, imitators, innovators, and hustlers. That group is I call it the combination group, or the all-seeing, all-knowing group. Why do I think that group is important? I think everybody should be in that group. Because you need to be a hustler at times. You need to know what's going on. You need to know what's the trending thing so that you can ride on it. You need to also know, be like an innovator. What can you notice? What do you notice from your environment or your system? How do you turn that to make sense? Okay, you are back. Network issue. Okay, that's right. So how do you turn back that to make sense in the business? Right? What trends have you noticed? Okay, for example, BlackBerry didn't notice that people were shifting to real phones without touch and all that. They didn't notice that. All right, so they felt that, okay, yeah, so we can put touch screen. So people also like to press the keyboard, so let's also add the keyboard to it. All right, but it was fading. They didn't pick it in time. That's why you have to be an innovator. An innovator will see, what's going on, and they'll just pick in that, man, look at what's going on. Let's climb this. Let's get into this. iPhone saw that and positioned themselves. All right, iPhone saw that and positioned themselves. Facebook and Instagram stayed the way they were all these years, doing videos and doing all of that and just being happy with themselves. Then comes TikTok. TikTok says, wow, people don't have much time to look at long stuff. They're looking at short things and they're just doing it, and they don't waste time at all. And so TikTok thinks, okay, so can we just do something short? just short, and let's see how it works. And they try it, and it sparks off the market. Everybody's running to TikTok and leaving Facebook and Instagram. Do you understand? Who was the innovator here? TikTok. All right, based on research, based on what they noticed, right? So they adjusted and they picked up. But the other guys refused. They just talked to them, said, "Don't worry, these ones are just doing gagra, just doing gagra." Over a while, they realized that, man, those guys were serious. All right, attention span was really going down, and people wanted shorter content. So what did they do? They switched over. They started adding shorter content to their platforms. And what happened? Their platform started picking up again. All right, so you need to be a combination of all. All right, combination of all. Have your eyes for seeing. Sometimes you might need to imitate, man, about what is working. All right, for example, Nigeria's democracy now is an imitation of the white man's democracy. We just we try to do everything as much as possible like the US government. So we just more or less just looked at the US government constitution and just structured our things around their own stuff. That's the way a lot of our things are, like the US government. All right, so that is what we were imitating. We just imitated. So thinking about it from scratch and coming up with it can be a lot, can cost you some money. But if you imitate, well, it's already working for them, so let's imitate it. Abi, it could work for you too. Imitation. All right, so being able to be all these different types of what's the word, of entrepreneurs at the same time, or rather at different times, depending on what's happening, is what makes you the special one, the number one. What makes you what was the special one in that football game that time? Mourinho is what makes you the Mourinho of the game. Do you understand? It's what makes you the special one. All right, as an entrepreneur, you need to be able to have all of this. Okay, some people are stuck to one. All right, but they all have their advantages and disadvantages. So for me, I always advise be all. I am that type of entrepreneur. I am all. All right, I have imitated, I have innovated, I have hustled, I have bought. So be all. Okay, so be all. Now, the last time we were talking about in the class, and I was explaining the whole concept of entrepreneurship. The beauty of entrepreneurship is more than just putting all the resources together. The beauty of entrepreneurship is creativity. That's what the guy does. Labor is just there. Capital is just there. Right? Labor is just there. Capital is just there. Right? Land is just there. I can just take the labor guys to the farm or to the land and say, all of you lie down on the floor, and they all lie down on the floor. Then I'll now take capital, take money. I'll now spray on all of them. When I spray on all of them, I just spray on their bodies and say, oh yeah, house, come out. Do you understand? So I can just do it like that and expect house to appear. It won't. Now it takes the creativity of the entrepreneur to arrange these things in the proper way, mix it up. It's like cooking soup. All right, it's the creativity of cooking the soup, putting all the ingredients. I can decide to say, okay, I want to cook maybe soup now. All right, and I just carry the banga itself. I've not pounded it. I just carry the banga, put it on fire, and boiling it. Put salt, put pepper, put fish, put everything like that, and just start eating it. That's crap, right? But I need to pound it first, split it, squeeze it, get out that the oily part of it that is the soup itself. Before I put all those ingredients, that is creativity. So when you think of creativity, when you think of the first entrepreneur is God. God is the first entrepreneur. So how did God do it? God is be do have. All right, be do have. He created from nothing, as in there was nothing. There was basically nothing. All right, and he created with what he had. All right, so he didn't create man until there was sand and dust. You understand? Yeah, I was going to create man, but something had to come first before the sand and dust. That's the creativity we're talking about, right? You want to build a house, there has to be foundation first before you start putting all the pillars and all. If you start putting the pillars first, you would scatter everything. So that's how God thinks. So you as an entrepreneur have to take a lot of these things from God. So you have to have that thinking, that that understanding of creativity. Okay, so last year we took a class on creativity and your business. It was taken by, what's his name? It was taken by Kings. I've forgotten his surname, but it was taken by that guy, and it was pretty interesting. Creativity, talked about creativity and talking about business. Is in. I will share the link. It's in one of our YouTube links, so you guys can benefit from it. But that's the whole idea. Now, why should an entrepreneur be creative? Because business is a creative process. All right, the entrepreneur is trying to create a product or service that is going to sell for reward, as Kingsley explained to us. All right, so if he's not creating anything, there's nothing he's going to get paid for, because you you are taking photographs in your house and keeping it in your phone. We don't care. Right? But maybe if you are taking those photographs and sending it to us, it makes sense to us, then we can pay for it because you are giving it to us, right? So you are creating a product or a service for people. It is that creation that what makes you, need to have that godly character thing. All right? Let me see. I want to ask another question, but let me see. Hey, Princess, Abadi. Then there's Nkoyo. Nkoyo. Did I get the pronunciation right? Is it Nkoyo or Nkoyo? Nkoyo. What does it mean? Forgive me. Oh my God, Queen. Oh, that's so nice. That's nice. All right, so let me get to the next slide so that we can continue this discussion. So, if we know who an entrepreneur is, we know what entrepreneurship is. Who can define business for me? Who can define business? Emmanuel Abidakun. Please, people should not be angry. Please, people should answer me, please. One of the most annoying things about Zoom, is, yes, I can hear you, thank God. Please, thank you for answering. Can you put video? Can I see your face? Because you guys don't know how hard this thing is. You think it's easy to be doing this thing? Thank you very well, Emmanuel. Because the problem with this thing is sometimes I'm talking to myself. I'm just looking at my laptop and talking to myself. Please, people should talk back so that I will not feel as if I'm mad. Am I okay? Please don't let me feel like that. Okay, please, thank you. All right, that's fine. So define business for me. If we know who an entrepreneur is, we know what entrepreneurship is. So what would you say business is? Uncle, you are reading from online something. You are checking something online. I'm suspecting you. Oh, no, Uncle, you have googled this thing. You have googled it. I can tell you the page that you googled it. Uncle. Oh yeah, please talk from here. Remove your cap so that we'll be seeing the head. We'll be seeing the smoke in the head. Correct. Please talk. Go ahead. From it. Okay. So see. So this is me now, right? So I feel that I'm doing business. So I am selling something to some people. Let's say I'm selling shoes. No. I'm selling food, right? I like dodo very well. So I'm selling fried dodo to people, fried plantain dodo to people. So I'm selling and all of that. And people are buying, all right? Selling, people are buying. So one day, I now went to drink something. After drinking that thing, it was now paining my tummy, so I could not go to work. I was now stooling. I could not go to work for 2 days. And I did not make money for those 2 days. Would you say I'm doing a business? I could not make money for those 2 days. 2 days I was stooling. And because I was stooling, I was at home. In fact, they even saw me. They said, please, we have to help this guy. They now took me to the hospital instantly. And they admitted me for 2 days. So in the hospital, they gave me something that knocked me out. I was unconscious 2 days. Nobody in my shop. In fact, they locked the shop, everything. No money. My landlord will collect his rent for those 2 days. Those 2 days, I did not sell a thing. Because I was in the hospital. I was on admission. Would you say that I'm doing business? Would you say I'm a businessman? Me, that was selling dodo. Would you say I'm a businessman? Why? Why would you say so? Okay. Now, here is my own definition. The person might still be an entrepreneur. The person might still be involved in entrepreneurship. But I will not say the person is involved in business. You know why? One major characteristic of business is business has systems and structure. You see it now? So it means that even if water carry me where I don't know, they say they carry me go where I don't know, they carry me go where I don't know. I will say, carry me, they go, brother, carry me, they go. I will not even mind, just carry me, they go. Why? Because I know that while you have carried me away, money will still be entering my account. Because my business has system and structure. So one key thing about a business is it has to have system and structure. There has to be some type of system that runs it so that even in your absence, you make money. The minute your business lacks system, you are still a trader. All right. What do you do, Emmanuel? Business. Okay. Okay. You are working. All right. You are working for somebody, right? Good. Now, the day you don't go to work, do they pay you? Good. So that person that you call the business person, the day he doesn't go to work, they don't also pay him. The day he was in the hospital for an admission, they don't also pay him, right? So you and him are in the same condition. So what makes him better than you? You see it now? The difference is you work for somebody. Him, he works for himself. So you have a job, he also has a job. It's not a business. Do you understand it now? So the two of you both have jobs. All right. So a business is something that can function. Yeah, you have seen it now. All right. So one key thing that makes a business is system and structure. All right. Dangote can decide to travel for 1 year. All the companies will be working. Do you understand? All the companies will work. That is structure. That is system. All right. So there's a system and a structure. That's a business. All right. So let me give you two stories. Two stories I'm going to quickly give you now. So, two guys. They go to India. Now in India, there is no water. So because there is no water now, these guys were like thinking, these people don't have water. Oh. We can supply them water and they will pay us. You understand? So rather than they walk far distance, we can bring the water to them and they will pay us, right? Are you following so far? Good. So they decide to do that. So now the first guy quickly runs, takes a bucket, goes to the stream, fetches water, right? And comes back, right? And supplies the people. So he gives the first house, they're like, thank you so much. All of them bring their containers and he pours into their containers and they go in. So he goes again and does that for both containers, right? So he does that, he finishes the first house, goes to the second house, he was just doing that. The second guy was watching him. I noticed how the guy was going each time coming. So the second guy now thought, okay, how do I do this better? So he went to buy a tank. So he got a tank, Then he got pumping machine. So they pumped the water from where they were collecting it, from like a stream or a waterfall or something, right? Pumped that water into the tank and started supplying the people directly into their houses, right? So he was doing that and doing that. The other guy was still doing his own, but they found out that he was supplying way more people faster than the other guy. So he was supplying faster, he was supplying more people. So why the other one would have gone 3 times, because he's carrying heavy load, just 3 times, maybe in 2 hours, right? This guy would have supplied maybe like 10 houses in that same 2 hours. All right. So at the end of the day, this guy supplied way more people, made way more money than this other guy. So this other guy would just still trying, still trying, still trying. But that other guy, as he was doing, he now had 2 buckets. So he was now carrying, before he was carrying 1 bucket, now he was able to buy 2 buckets. So the 2 buckets he was now carrying now, all right, now slowed him down. So rather than supply at least maybe 3 or 4 households in a day, he was now able to supply like 1 household in a day, because the 2 buckets will stress him. Before he will trek down, he will be so tired and weak, so he could not do that. Meanwhile, my other guy that was supplying, all right, I supplied several people. He made so much money, he now established another tank, all right, and he was now supplying way more people too. Then he started employing people from the village to work for him. So they started working for him. You understand? So while they were working for him, he now goes to gist with that guy that carries 2 buckets. So they'll be gisting. Say, how business now, how things they go. Guess my brother, it's not easy. You see these 2 buckets, I just they manage. Just they push and say, don't worry, it will be well, my brother, it will be well. This person telling him it will be well has 2 tanks with staff working for him, supplying the village. This guy has 2 buckets, himself alone working, supplying the same village. The other one was just getting richer and richer. This one was just dying from stress. Are you getting the system now? One of them has a business, the other one has a job. Do you get it now? Alright. So that's the difference between having a business and having a job. Any questions so far? I hope you guys got the analogy I just gave. Hello? Yes? Okay, somebody has what? I didn't hear you. Yes, yes. Now, person that has a business, right? He can afford to leave his business and the business will run, right? Good. Now, the person that is self-employed, can he afford to leave and let the self-employed work itself? No, right? And then it's not a business now. Do you understand? It's just a job. You see that self-employed? It's just a way to make you feel good. Sure, you understand? It's just a way. You just say what do you do? Say, I'm self-employed. Oh my God. Oh God. I'm self-employed. Oh, so you're self-employed. Oh God, self-employed. See, you and that guy, you are all employed. You are all employed. You understand? There is no difference. You are all the same. All right, you are all the same. If you don't go to work, they will not pay you. If that guy does not go to work, he will not make money. He will not make money. You are all the same. Okay, so business, number one, the most important thing about a business is it exists outside of you. You are irrelevant. You can be there or not there. The business will run, because the whole thing you need to just do is you brought the idea, you put the idea together, you put the people to make sure the thing runs. Okay, and the thing will run. All right, as long as everything is put well, the thing will run. Okay, so whether you are there or not, but the self-employed ain't gonna work like that. For example, who will fry my dodo? I'm not feeling fine. My tummy is paining me. Who's gonna fry my dodo? Then my customer comes and says, I want to buy dodo. Where is Victor? He's always here frying dodo. No dodo. I will go and look for another person. I will not lose my customer to another person. They will not find new places where they go and buy dodo. They will not go there and be staying. They will not abandon me. Even when I come back, I would have lost customers. That is why Even when they are not feeling fine, self-employed, when they are not feeling fine, they are about to die. They're like this. Oh my God. Oh my God. They will still be frying the dodo because they cannot leave. If they leave, they will lose customers, all right, and they will not make money. And that hospital that they are going to, they will pay money there now, all right. So always get this: if your business cannot exist outside of you, you are a trader. You understand? You are just doing buying to sell. You are just a self-employed worker. You are a worker. You are a, you are a, you have a job. You don't run a business. All right. I just want to make sure that that's clear. You don't run a business. So let us get that clear. All right. So let me go to the next slide. Any other questions? Hey, Ayo, welcome. Osaiku, good evening, ma. Welcome. All right. So if there are any other questions, I would like to take them. Any questions? No questions. We proceed. All right. Now, how do you become an entrepreneur? Number one, you got to find a profitable business idea. Not every idea is profitable. Some people have business ideas that are killing. They're not profitable. All right. They have the ideas, but ain't making them money. All right. There used to be this guy. It's called. He used to have. It's called. He creates things. So he calls it. I forgot what he calls it. Unnecessary inventions. So he invents things that are unnecessary. All right. You don't need it. He just invents it and just has it. So all over his house, he has created several unnecessary things. All right. So you might have an invention that is unnecessary. It's not profitable. Right. So your business in the first place has to be profitable. Remember, we talked about business has to provide money for you at the end. There has to be returns for you. So if your business is not profitable, all right, is it a business? If your business is not profitable, is it a business? Who can answer that? It's an NGO. Thank you very much. I owe you, Puff Puff. I owe you, Puff Puff. Who answered that question just now? Hey, who was that? Who answered? Emmanuel. Okay, Emmanuel, I'm going to buy you Puff Puff. You like Puff Puff? Hot one, Abi? Puff Puff and cold Zobo. I'm going to buy you Puff Puff, Emmanuel. You prefer akara? I prefer akara. Okay, no problem. I will tell them to add akara for you. So, but that's the idea. All right, that's the whole idea. It has to be profitable. If it's not profitable, you are doing an NGO. Okay, you are doing an NGO. And many people are doing NGOs. I don't want to call names, but there are so many businesses in Nigeria that are not profitable. All right, they are NGOs. Okay, so as much as possible, make sure your business is profitable. Okay, then two, you will be offering a product or a service. All right, so what you did is, remember when we talked about entrepreneurship and creativity, you created something. There has to be something that you are creating. There has to be something that you are offering to the public. Some people don't offer anything and they wonder why they're not selling anything. All right, how do we enter this business? Well, the business is simple. You have to have a product that you are selling. If you don't have a product that you are selling, ain't no business. Come on. Right, so there has to be a product that you are selling. There has to be a service that you are providing, right? But number three says you have to validate your product. Now you have to make sure that your product is actually what people want. Okay? Now, what happened to BlackBerry? It was not what people wanted. All right? It was not what people wanted. What happened to, let's think of another thing that is extinct now. Which other extinct thing do we have? What happened to what's the name of this company? Who can remember something that is now extinct that we don't use anymore? Who can remember something that we don't use anymore? Cassette player. You see those guys? Cassette player. We don't use them anymore. So sad. And my dad used to have one cassette deck, big one, solid, very heavy, something like this. If you hear the sound. But fortunately, no cassettes now. Oh God. Laser disc. Those things. There are many things now that I'm sad for the inventors, how those things just disappeared. It's painful. Well, you need to validate your product, right? What is the market saying about it? Where is the market going to? Okay? Will it work with the market? Are you sure that this is what they want? So I don't just go and sit down in your mind and you now go and create for them and they'll not tell you, say, who told you that this is what we wanted? Maybe what they want. All right, and it will just fade. All right. Then, if you remember our last class, uh, we used the our speaker that day said rather than do a business plan, he would rather use a business model canvas, right? And I love the business model canvas, so I share that belief. Rather than use a business plan to develop your go-to-market strategy, your general business plan, it will be good for you to use a business model canvas. A business model canvas is more robust. It has all the different areas that makes it easy for you to see clearly how your business will make profit, how your business will connect the relationships, the important people in the business, the regulators, all that. It makes you to see it clearly, and you can take a decision as at when you should as regards how to improve the business. So use a business model canvas, right? Good. Number 5, you launch the business. 6, manage the business. 7, scale the business. Right now, in emerging entrepreneurs, the whole idea that we have here is related to 5, 6, and 7. All right. We want you to start a business or create a business. 2, we want you to manage it. 3, we want you to scale. All right. So it's like let's use the Covenant Nation for example. The Covenant Nation um, started with one branch in Yaba. Then we now had another branch, Igomu. Then we now had another one, VI. Now we have several all over, all over Lagos, all over Nigeria, all over the world. South Africa, Canada, just name it, we're there, right? Now, what am I saying? You start. It's not the day that you start that you scale. So you start first, all right? So there was somebody that said he's trying to pick out a business to start. He said he has a job. He's trying to pick out a business to start. I can't remember the name. Was it Kingsley? I can't remember. Somebody during the introduction says trying to start a business, right? Now, think about the things that you like. Think about the things that you notice that people like or people have problems with. Think about the areas that you are seeing gaps. Where are they gaps? All right. Think about the areas that already exist without anybody attending to. For example, I think there should be more public toilets. I honestly think there should be more public toilets. So if anybody is interested in that business idea, that is a huge business idea. There should be more public toilets. All right. If you doubt me, just go to all those places where they do parties. All right. There are no public toilets there. The people that suffer a lot from those people that are doing those parties outside, all right, are those living around, because you just have people mess up the whole environment. All the drainages will be filled with different deposits of. We're on international television. I don't want to be mentioning those dangerous words online. All right, those things that sound like poo-poo. I don't want to mention them, but it's poo-poo. So you have people messing up the whole place. All right. So imagine if you had somebody that did something similar to what there was this guy that was doing that time. It was I think it was Otumba Gaddafi or something like Otumba that time. He was doing public toilets everywhere. Right. So you have events, you rent public toilets, extremely important. You will make so much money. So there are existing needs. If you can take care of it, so much money to make. Okay, somebody sharing something. DMT, yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. So those DMT toilets, those days, do they still exist? DMT toilets, I don't see them anymore. Do they still exist? Now for me now, for example, one of the reasons why I don't go to parties, or if I go to parties, I don't eat so much, is because you never know what they put in the food. They'll just pack plenty pepper, and me and pepper, we don't agree very well. I don't want to not take pepper and not be saying, sorry, is there toilet here? Please, I don't want to Allah. So that's why I don't go to parties, or I don't eat a lot. When I go to party, I just take small. They will think I'm forming. Oh, I'm saving my tummy. I know where I'm coming from. You understand? I know. So, but if they had all these public toilets, it will solve all this problem. All right. So it's good to sit down and think, what are the existing things? All right. And how can you come in? Right now, that your business That your business now needs to see something else. It needs to be managed. Okay, it needs to be managed. Do you need to bring in staff? What do you need to do to make sure the business runs well? What are the necessary things that you need to get? You need to get certifications for something. You need to get approval, government approvals for something. What do you need for the business to run effectively? Managing, putting it in place, making sure you show up. All right. If okay, like for example, now the guy that was doing the fried dodo and the dodo, rather the fried plantain, the dodo, and he was ill, right? Now, a proper manager would have done what? Would have found somebody to replace him. So that's okay, you are ill and you've gone, all right? Somebody else has to now fry that dodo while you are in the hospital. That's part of management. Making sure there is no gap, all right? So nobody knows. Everybody just keeps getting the same service. Making sure there is no gap. That's management. Now, scaling is you now have one branch. You say, okay, I have one branch in Agoda. I have another branch in Ikeja. So you just keep expanding, all right? There was this guy that was doing fried yam. He came from the US. He used to work for that Walton store. So when he came to Nigeria, he said, this fried yam business, let's try it. So he started doing fried yam. So they started spreading and scaling and scaling. So that fried yam, like almost every joint, any place where you had lots of people, like around schools, like around Yaba, Unilag, around densely populated areas like Alimosho local government, all those areas, he had like plenty around there. All right. So what was he doing? He was scaling because there was a demand for it. Do you understand? So there is a demand. Okay, it is being run well, all right, and he's scaling to accommodate all those needs he's seeing. Do you understand? Now, if your business refuses to scale, it just remains small. That's left for you. You can decide to remain small, all right? But scaling is an important part of business, all right? It's like what Jesus did. What did Jesus do? Jesus had what's it called, disciples, right? Now, each disciple, okay, each disciple had constituency. So the disciple had people that they would go and talk to, had people, had friends, had relatives. Do you understand? So he could send them into different areas to talk to different people. Spreading. That is scaling. All right. Right now, there were a large number of Christians in the world. Christianity is one of the largest religions in the world because Jesus Christ understood scaling. So scaling is an important part of business. All right, it's an important thing that we should understand. Okay. Any other questions as regards your business before I go into social media? Any questions? If there are no questions, we can proceed. No questions? Okay, let's quickly proceed. Now, for social media, right? Okay, question, I think. What was the question? Fire on. All right, cool. Now, for social media, right? Social media is the fire that can make your business go where you can't. Okay, so your business needs to scale. Your business needs to expand. The people around you know about you already, right? But you need to let the people in the next local government know. Okay, like that guy now. You remember the two entrepreneurs that went to India? The one that was hauling buckets, carrying 2 buckets, right? He won't have time to go and start telling people about his business. So he can't even leave that place. He can't even do more than that place. So that guy is going to remain small to just deal with that thing. He can't. But the other guy can do that because he has staff running a business. He is free to waka and go to other areas and say, hey guys, we can supply you water. Do you want water? All right. Now, social media can go to those other places where he can't. In the sense that, let's say he needs to go to, let's say, let me call 2 places. So he needs to go to Pakistan and he needs to go to, maybe travel to the US or something, right? He can go to the 2 places at the same time. How does he do it? Social media goes to one and he goes to the other one. All right, that's the beauty of social media. It can do the legwork for you. Waka waka into places that, all right, you do not already know, or you never knew, or people never knew that you were there. Right? Yesterday I was at a YouTube event. So YouTube invited creators for something. So when I got in yesterday, I had several people say, hey, Oracle, 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 Oracle. Then I had one lady, she brought her baby and said, good afternoon. You are the Oracle. I said, yeah. He said, I've been listening to you, I've been following you. I even asked you one question one time, and you showed me some tools to use. Thank you very much. I said, thank you very much, ma'am. How did the lady know me? She had never met me. Social media. Right? So social media has taken me into that woman's house. All right? I've seen her house. All right? Whether her house is dirty, I don't know. I will not tell you whether her house is dirty or is fine or wherever. I cannot tell you that one. But I've been able to enter her house because of social media. Right? So why is social media doing that? The whole idea is visibility. Okay? So why do people create and post it for others to see? And I keep saying, some people say, I'm creating for myself. And I say, if you are creating for yourself, why not have it on your phone and just be looking at it every morning when you wake up? No. You are creating for others to see. That is why you create it and you post it. So the whole idea, whatever you want, whatever you're trying to do, is visibility. You want visibility. All right? You want people to know what you're doing. You want people to say, hey, I want to buy into what you're doing. Hey, I want to have some of this. Hey, I want to do this. I want to do this with you. I want to join you in this. I want to have a bit of this. That is what social media does. It provides you the visibility. So me, I go on social media just to check Amebo. So while I'm checking Amebo, I'm seeing your stuff. And I'm saying, okay, I know this guy. Good. Great guy, great content, right? The content you are posting provides you visibility. So that's what social media does for you, visibility. 2, SEO. SEO stands for search engine optimization. Now, why is search engine optimization important? Many people do not realize that they are not found because they are not optimized to be found. All right? So how do you get optimized to be found? Simple thing. What is your customer looking for? Let me look for somebody. Dumo Douglas. What do you do, Dumo Douglas? Dumo. Okay. Dumo Douglas has absconded. Let us look for somebody. Dorothy P. What do you do, Dorothy P? Dorothy P. Dorothy P. probably went to peace. All right, let me talk to Tosin. Tosin Awobi. Hi, good evening. What do you do? Okay. You own an NGO. You make money from doing what? Say it again. Oh God. Oh, that. You see that part that you said it was so sweet to hear. You make money from doing good. Hi. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's good. Now I want to ask you a question. What is your NGO? What is the specific thing your NGO does? Yeah, but in which area? Women, kids, women and youth. Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay. Okay. Fantastic. Oh, fantastic. All right, cool. Okay, good. Awesome. Thank you so much for that. Now, what you said, I want to use it to explain SEO now. All right? Now, you remember when I asked her, what do you do? She said she makes money doing good. Then I went further and said, okay, what exactly do you do? She said, creating social impact. Then I went further and we now drilled down finally to the core customer she serves. She's serving women and youth, right? Women and youth. Now, the person that will be looking for her service will probably be a woman that needs help, or a young guy that is disoriented and doesn't know what to do with his life and is just looking for somebody to just guide him. That is the person that will be looking for her service. Now, what do you think they will type in the search if they are looking? Let's say they are going on Google search or something. What do you think they will type? If they are looking for you, Tosin, what would they type? what do you think they will type for you? If somebody is looking for you and how you can help, what do you think they will use to search for you? Okay. Okay. Fine. Now, skill acquisition. Okay, good. Now, I like all of those. All right. Now, the reason why I asked you is, you see the first two things you said, that is not what they will use. Do you understand what I mean now? You said you make money from doing good. If you had put that on your profile, or you had put that anywhere on your company's profile, nobody will find you with that because they won't be searching for that. One. Two, you said that creating social impact. The people looking for that social impact will be thinking from their point of view. Don't be thinking that they call that a social impact. You get the second point I made now. Now, the third things you said, women in business, women empowerment, those will most likely be the words they will use. So, in everything you are doing, you need to think from the person using your service, not from you. So, most of us, we are so good in what we are doing, and that is brilliant, that is awesome. But the people using our services might not understand it as we do, and might not know those keywords like us. So they won't use those keywords. But what will they use? They will use the words that worry them. For example, I like when I was telling what was the name of the guy I promised puff puff and akara? Emmanuel. Yes, I like when I was telling Emmanuel, when I said puff puff, right? Emmanuel said no, I prefer akara. Do you understand? Now, the beauty of that is akara is a regular word on the street. If somebody is looking for akara, those are the kind of words that they use. But there are some of us that funkify it, and we call it what? What's the funkified name of akara? Bean cake, oh my brother. Meanwhile, the people that want to eat akara won't call it bean cake. For example, Emmanuel that wants to eat akara now, will he call it bean cake? No, he calls it akara. Do you understand? So you have to come from the point of view from those that are looking for your service. So you might have a very big business. Your business is doing well, all right? But nobody understands what it's doing because you are not communicating in the language that these guys understand. Okay? So in SEO, you are optimizing for search. You are optimizing for those looking for you. You are optimizing for people to find you by using thank you so much, Alima. By using the right words. By using the words that those people will use to search for you. That's what we're doing. All right? So you are using the right keywords. So the right keywords are not the keywords that you're thinking. So as a driver, you're not saying, hey guys, I know I'm a driver, but please, I would like to be referred to as chauffeur. I'm a chauffeur. All right? Chauffeur. Yeah, you're a chauffeur. But those that will be looking for your service won't type chauffeur. They won't search for chauffeur. They will search for who? Driver. All right? Somebody is trying to edit this thing. Please do not edit. Don't click on this thing. Somebody is trying to edit it. I beg you, no vex. All right? So you will look for driver. Do you understand? So you have to use those words. So whatever you are doing, think from the end. Yes, driver, not chauffeur. All right? So think from the end and come back. So if I want to sell okay, I've talked about to women, we've talked about to youth. Let me talk about we'll talk about education now, for example. Educational services. Maybe I'm a mathematics teacher, right? I will type mathematics teacher. Do you understand? Because whoever is going to search for me is going to type, I'm looking for a mathematics teacher. I'm not looking for a I don't know. There's one word I always use, all right? Some people that have taken my class before will remember the word. I'm not looking for a brain enhancer, all right? I had a class one time and the guy was a teacher and he said he's a brain enhancer. So I'm not looking for a brain enhancer. I won't type brain enhancer, all right? I would type mathematics teacher. I would type teacher because that's what I'm looking for. So whatever we are doing, come from the point of view of the audience, of the customer, then work backwards. All right, work backwards to you. So your SEO has to be optimized with the words that people who are searching for you will search for you, and that's keyword. So that my first assignment right now to all of you is write 5 keywords related to your business. Come from the point of view of your customer. If you are a content creator, you are creating content for some people to consume that content. So what are the type of things they will search for to find that content? Come from that point. All right. If you are a shoemaker, we are creating a type of shoe for those people. What are the type of shoes that those people would type or search for that would bring them back to you? All right. So I need those 5 words related to your business. I need it typed and dropped in the comment box. All right. Let me see what you guys do, and I can help you refine yours and help you position properly. Okay. So while we're doing that, we look at Google ranking. Google ranking is basically just you are competing for keywords. You are competing to be up there with regular words. For example, in your business, right? You use certain words. The words that you use in your business, okay? NSE, multi, NSE. Yeah. So you are looking for certain words. You put certain words, sorry, people are looking for certain words. They type those certain words, keywords. Those keywords bring up a particular search. The search is always ranked. There's always number 1, 2, 3, 4 to down. Okay. Now Google ranks based on a few things. One of them is authority. So Google thinks, okay, who for this search that this person is searching for, who is the most important brand for this? So Google ranks that person number 1. Okay. Number 2, Google thinks this person now is searching from a particular location. So in this location that this person is searching for this thing, who are the most important brands or the most important thing or the most important topic for this thing in this person's location? Google ranks too. Then Google now says, okay, based on all these things that this person is searching for, what have we noticed are the trends? Where do we see many people all over the world searching for this thing that is searching for? People are also searching for it. What are the areas what are the sites that those people click when they eventually search? Google also puts it. Why is that important? It's important because Google is trying to provide as many things that would help you find what you are searching for. All right, as many things as possible that will help you find what you are searching for. Google tries to provide it so that you have the answers that you want. So in Google ranking, you have to rank by providing all these things. If you do that, you begin to rank and improve. Okay. 2, Google also likes it when you use Google related things. So I'm going to ask one very cheap question right now. Very, very cheap question. Anybody that gets it, I will buy Zobo for you. Zobo. Very cool Zobo. Now, see the question. What is the largest search engine in the world? The largest search engine in the world. Who can tell me the largest search engine in the world? Yes, Google. Google is the largest search engine in the world. Thank you very much. Okay, that is very good. That is very good. Hey, MTN data plan, cheap data plan. Okay. That's good because that's what they will search for. They will search for MTN data plan. They will search for cheap data plans. That's very good. Well done, NSC. Well done, NSC. All right. But keep writing. I said 5. You've only written 2. Many 3. Okay. So Google is the largest search engine in the world. What is the second largest search engine in the world? You don't know the second largest search engine in the world? Beans. Are you hungry? It's puff puff I'm sharing, no, not beans. Oh, okay, Bing. No, not Bing, not Bing. Who knows? Who knows the second largest search engine? It's not Bing. It's not Bing. It's not Bing. Enesia has gotten it. Nessie, what do you do? This is Nessie somebody. Nessie, come here, come here, come here, come here, come and confess. What do you do? This is Nessie. Nessie, oh, what do you do? Hi, good evening. Hey, I can't hear you. You what? Hey, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Can you just type what you do so that I will explain to everybody what you do? But Nessie answered it. All right, Nessie, I owe you one puff puff, one akara, and one zobo. Nessie, please, one puff puff, one akara, and one zobo. Nessie got it. Yes, I'm seeing your comment. Oh, you made some comments. Wait, let me see your comments. Da, 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 da. Let me see. Yes, I'm seeing. Yes, Halima, you got it right. You got it right, Halima. So both Halima on YouTube and Nessie on Zoom got it correctly. The second largest search engine in the world is YouTube. All right. Tosin is not Bing, it's YouTube. The second largest search engine in the world is YouTube. Okay. Now you see the beauty of this thing. Google owns Google and Google owns YouTube. So Google owns the largest and the second largest search engine in the world. So you can imagine how much power Google controls. So this is the other trick that we always use in marketing. One of the things that can help your ranking, that can help your positioning, and that can help your visibility is what? Open everything related to Google. Hey, somebody wants to bust my ear. Don't bust my ear. Nessie, you're raising your hand. Okay, answer now, talk. I can hear you. You're raising your hand, Nessie. Okay, you want to ask a question. So he said, okay, it was a mistake. Okay, that's fine. All right, fine. All right, so that's cool, right? Now, the second largest search engine in the world is YouTube. First is Google. Second, YouTube. So you have Google controlling 70% of search, right? Because you're owning the biggest and you're owning the second biggest. So Google is controlling 70% of search. Now, if you control 70% of search, won't it be wise for everybody to come to that place where you are to open small kiosk? So I keep telling people, have you put your business on Google Map? Go and put your business on Google Map. Do you have YouTube account? Go and open YouTube account. Do you have Google account? Go and open Google account. Anything related to Google, go and open, go and use. Why does that help you? It helps you because Google will rank its own things. If you have Google related things, Google will rank its own things. All right. So every time you do a search, watch very carefully. If you do a search, Google gives you a list of your search on the left-hand part of the search. But on the right, it shows you a map of different locations related to where you are at that time while doing the search. So if you are searching for puff puff, all those that have puff puff in their business names and their business names are on Google Map, it will appear there. If you are searching for ice cream, all those that have ice cream in their names, you understand, and they are in that search, it will appear there. It will appear on that right hand part in that map. That's what happens. So that's how Google does all these things. Do you understand? So it's important you open all these things. Anything related to Google, please open. Okay? All right, let's go to the next slide. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly go to browse through this. Now, sorry. So I'm quickly going to browse through this. So there are a few things we have to look at. When doing social media marketing or YouTube marketing or content creation or whatever it is that you're doing online, there are some things that happen under. We would like to post and say, hey, go and post now. Post it, go and post. You create your content, you do a video, you do selfie, you do everything, you post, you do everything. I say, Sunday we here, everything, you do it. All those things that you are doing are on these things I'm talking about. All right, they are all on these things that I'm talking about. So number one is AEC. AEC stands for attract, engage, and convert. All right, you want to attract people with your content. So you want to make sure that number one, the images that you are using are fine. Don't go and be taking picture with your dirty wall. You post, you say it doesn't matter. It's the picture that happens. It's the heart that matters. You not take dirty picture and you post it. You won't work. Fine picture. Fine picture. Fine picture. Because no matter how you want to look at it, people want to look at fine things. They didn't come there to be looking at dirty things. You won't work. Fine things. Attract. When you attract them with a good image or a good picture or something nice, right? The next thing that you are doing is you are engaging. People are talking to you, asking questions, you are responding. All right? You are going to other people's platforms, you are responding to them. You have a YouTube channel. You are talking to other people on other platforms. All right? You're talking to other people on other platforms. You're having conversations with them. Oh, they are here, they are saying this. You are chatting on those platforms. You are engaging on those platforms. You are getting visibility. People are coming to your channel and they are conversing too and having conversations with you. You are engaging with them on your own too before you convert. Now, you see, you attract and you're engaged. And you're engaging and all that. You are building the relationship. Then it becomes easy to convert. All right? Please don't be doing convert first before you try to have a relationship. No. Attract, engage, then convert. The whole relationship thing that we're looking at cannot happen. All right? Cannot happen unless there is some form of trust in it. All right? So conversion only happens when there's trust. So engagement is what brings trust. Okay? So don't do like all those people that say, they'll post that, they'll say serious buyers only. Serious buyers only. Have a conversation first before we know whether the buyer is serious. Don't just do all those ones and drive people from your page. Okay? KYC means know your customer. Not everybody is your customer. Your customer is that person that is able to afford your product. 1, willing to afford your product. 2, and can afford your product or your service. So if you have a land that you're selling in Ikoyi and the person wants that land in Ikoyi and he is very willing to buy that land in Ikoyi, if he cannot afford the land in Ikoyi, he's not your customer. All right? You are selling house in Dubai. Your customer tells you that I'm your customer and I want to buy that house in Dubai, but you don't have the money. Affordability is one of the characteristics of a customer. So they must want it or they must need it. They must be able to afford it and they must be willing. Sometimes they are not willing. For example, somebody, okay, let's say MMM. No, let me say MMM. Let me say, what do they call that thing? Network marketing business, right? You have the money for network marketing business. You are able. You have a need. You understand? For network for business. So there's the need and you are also able. But you are not willing because you have probably done network marketing business before and they didn't show you pepper. So you're not willing to do it again. So when they just go, please, dust your shoe and leave my domot. You will drive the person because you don't want anything to do with network marketing because of bad experience. So this person is willing. This person can afford. This person has a need, but the person is not willing. Do you understand? So you have to have all the characteristics. Okay? You have to have all the characteristics. A lion cannot eat grass. No matter how you try to market the grass to the lion, it cannot eat grass. So the lion is hungry, he's willing. Yes, he's willing, he's hungry, he's willing. He has a need, he's hungry, right? But that lion, all right, cannot eat the grass. He's not made to eat it. So no matter how you market the grass, no matter how you package the grass, no matter how you wrap it, even if you say, oh, look at it, this grass, when you eat it, it will take you to heaven. Lion will say, I cannot eat grass. It just cannot. Do you understand what I mean now? All right. So there is willingness, there is, being able to afford, and there is having a need. These are the core things about your customer. KYC. KLT stands for know, like, and trust. They need to know you, like you, trust you to buy from you. Forget that crap. When people say people don't need to know you, they need to know you. Nobody buys from who he does not know. When you want to buy something, when your mom is to send you to buy something, you say, go to Mama Nkechi's store, Abi, because you know Mama Nkechi. If they don't know that Mama Nkechi's store was there, will they direct you there? No. Do you understand? So they need to know that you are in a particular place so that they can come there. So they need to know you. All right. Now, liking you makes the relationship closer and makes it easy to close faster. If people don't like you, maybe you are nasty, you do business anyhow, you talk anyhow, don't do that, your trust level will be very low. Because I was saying, that's why you just the cost person, please, 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 please. Nobody wants to join business with you. So liking you helps your business to go faster. Trust is the final thing. Once trust happens, what you have is what? You can close the deal. All right. No business or no selling takes place unless there is trust. All right. DST stands for define, segment, and target. You have to define what you are doing, define who your audience is, segment, and target them. Not every audience is the same. All right. There are business people, there are self-employed people. Business people can afford to leave their business and go attend to you within the week because the business is running. Self-employed people cannot. People that have jobs cannot. You have to fix that thing on the weekend. If you don't fix it on the weekend, they will not come because they cannot leave the office. Do you understand? So the way you talk to a self-employed person or somebody that has a job, it's different from the way you talk to a business person. Two different things. So the person that you want to target, you have to define, be clear who this person is. Segment your targeting and do your targeting. All right. AIDA stands for stands for awareness, interest, decision, and action. There are these 4 levels in marketing. All right. Every buyer is at one of these 4 levels. The buyer could be on the awareness level, it could be on the interest level, it could be on the it could be on the decision level, and it could be on the action level. Right. On the awareness level, they just got to hear about you. On the interest level, they've heard about you and they're kind of interested, but they haven't made up their mind. At the decision level, they are still thinking that, they are more towards doing business with you, but they still haven't taken that final action. At the action level, they are finally taking the action. All right? But you find out that from the awareness level, people begin to reduce as they go down towards the action level. Okay, and what you want to do is you want to keep filling that top so that you keep having more people coming out of your business at the end of the day. So you just recently launched your business. Your business just started. You're trying to get customers to come in. All right, so you're doing marketing, people are coming into your funnel. All right, you're having conversations with them. Remember the engage part, AEC. So you're doing your marketing, you're attracting them. All right, the engagement part, you're engaging with them. They are moving from awareness to interest. They're getting to the point of decision. You are dealing with all their reasons for saying no. You're telling them that, don't worry, this market, come and buy it. Come and buy, I'll sell it to you. If it does not work, if this thing does not work, I will give you my wig. When you tell them that one, that if it does not work, you give them your wig. They'll say, I trust this woman. She said she will give me a wig. Because of that, I will do business with this woman. Are you following me now? Right? You have provided something that dealt with some of their trust issues. A lot of the things that affect people making a decision to do business with you finally is the trust issue. So once you can deal with trust issues, conversion becomes a lot easier. Any questions so far? All right. No questions, we move. I wonder why this thing is hanging. Move now. Okay. Oh dear, sorry. Where am I in this my conversation? Okay, so supposed to be at 8, page 8. All right, now, so page 8 here. So here we're talking about these things, right? So every social media plan starts with an objective. What do you want your customers to do? So like Tosin shared with us, she wants her people, she wants to, they teach people, they train people, they support women, they help the youths, right? So they provide all these social impact programs. Good. Now, the objective is to help people. So those people need to find them. So what is the objective of your campaign? Every campaign or every social media post has an objective. The objective is I want people to get in touch with me, send me a message. I want people to call me. I want people to follow me, or I want people to watch this thing, or whatever it is you want them to do. That's your objective. And the objective is per post. Every post will have an objective. So at the end of that post, you tell them what you want them to do. So you put up a video and say, watch more here, and you direct them to where they'll go and watch more. You put up a message and you say, send a DM here, and you send them to where they'll send a DM. Do you understand? There has to be an objective. We talked about your customers already. Your customer is the person that is able, the person that is willing, and the person that can buy your product or your service. That's your customer. Your competition is the person that, all right, that is doing better than you, that you want to become like. The person that is in front of you that you want to become like. Not the person that is in the same business with you. The person that is doing better than you that you want to become like. That is taking customers away from you. So, one, you might want to become like this person if you are in the same industry. Two, the person might be taking customers from you, but might not be in the same industry with you, per se. Do you understand what I mean? What do I mean? Ankara and normal clothes, like all these normal clothes that we wear, right, are in the same industry. The industry is the dress or clothes industry, right? But Ankara has a unique industry. The unique industry Ankara is in the Ankara industry. So you have Ankara industry per se. So you can have two people doing Ankara. Those are the competitors in the same industry. You might want to be like your competitor, the one in front of you, right? Now, the person that is selling clothes like this is also a competitor, because I have the option of choosing this or choosing Ankara. If this was not there, I probably would have bought Ankara totally. So, but because this is there, I have an option. So I'm Ankara's competition. Do you understand it now? So this is Ankara's competition. So your competition might not be in your industry, but they might be taking your customers. Okay? And one example I like giving is Uber and your regular taxis. Uber is not a transportation company. Uber is a tech company that is stealing transportation customers. All right? Water is not in the Coke ministry, but Coke is stealing customers from water. People that would have just jejely taken water, drunk water, and be happy with their life. Now, Coke is stealing those customers. Rather than those customers now drink water and be happy with their life, what do? They'll be drinking Coke. Has water not lost customers? Water has lost customers, but they are not in the same industry. You get the idea now? So your customers or your competition might not be in the same industry. All right? Just think in your head, who is this person that is stealing my customer? Whoever steals your customer is your competition, industry or not. Forget industry. Think of who's stealing customer, okay? Yeah. Content. Your content is the thing that gets to the place that you cannot get to. Your content is what you post on social media. It could be video, it could be text, it could be images, whatever it is. That thing that gets to that place that you cannot get to. Those homes that your content gets to. All right? Somebody was saying something one time. He said, Coco Melon. I don't know how many of you know Coco Melon on YouTube, this children station. Coco Melon has plenty subscribers and plenty watchers. And those of them that are the subscribers and watchers do not have a phone. Yet they have watched it more than those they have a phone. They have millions of subscribers and they have millions of views on their YouTube channel, but the people that watch it do not have a phone. All right. So Coco Melon has been able to enter your house even when you were not really interested in Coco Melon content. But there are some people in your house that are interested in Coco Melon content. Those people are capturing Coco Melon inside. Do you understand what I mean? So the beauty of content is it can get to people that might not necessarily need it and find those that need it. I hope you got that. I want you to get that clear. I want you guys to get that. Content can get to people that might not necessarily need it. But from there, it can find its way to those that actually need it. Do you understand? So, Coco Melon is an example. All right. For example, somebody might see something and say, I saw this thing, I felt you'd be interested. Me, I'm not interested, so I'm sending it to you. So the content got to those people, and those people sent it to you. Now, it's like your message getting to people easily without you even being there. So what do? You should be creating. Coke don't steal me from water people. Adekunle. Coke don't steal you from water people. I must confess. You see this thing that you type now? Me and you are from the same village. As I'm here now, I cannot categorically tell you what is inside here. It might look like water, but I cannot categorically tell you that that is not true. Because you see me and Coke, we are 5 and 6. But that's the truth. Because I would have taken the Coke and I realized, shit, damn. I've not taken water. I should have taken water. But the minute I open my fridge, my Coke is always there. So I just always take a sip. And I always do this little Coke and lime thing. So I'll just say, it's not much, now it's lime. I deceive myself that the lime is healthy. So I take the Coke with it. You know, I deceive. That is the deception that makes me take it. I'll proudly take it. You know. But I know that I'm not doing well. You know, but all the same, you know. But that's the point. Right? Coke has stolen us from water. All right. So they were not afraid to compete. They stole us from water. All right. So that's what. Yes. So yes, man. All right. So now, engagement. Why is engagement important? If you look at something and you do not do anything on that post and you walk away, number one, nobody will see you. So if, for example, you made a post and I just look at your post and I just go away, nobody will see me on your page. So let's say my customers were on your page. Let's say I'm selling something that somebody on your page will be interested in, right? But they will not be able to find me because I saw your post and I didn't even do anything. So liking and commenting on posts is a way to help your ministry to go forward. So please do what? Like and comment on other people's posts. It helps your ministry too. Okay? It helps your ministry too. So let's go to the next slide. Any questions so far? Let me just take questions as much as I can. Any questions so far, guys? Okay, so another beautiful thing about social media is you can cross promote. You create something on Facebook, you can promote on Instagram, you can promote on TikTok, you can promote on what's the name of that site? Twitter, you can promote on LinkedIn. People can come from those platforms, click on it, all right, click on the link and go to see what you posted on Facebook. You can do it for Instagram, you can do it for YouTube, you can post across all those platforms. All right. So learn to cross promote. You created one post, you cross promote, because I might be interested in your service or your product. I might not know somebody who does it in my area or in that particular place. But when you cross promote, I now see that I was like, yeah, this is what I've been looking for. All right. Cross promote. Pay for ads. You have a business, please pay for adverts. Stop doing all those an expert in organic content. Promote. Organic content is really crap, if you ask me, because in the end, places you would have gotten to, you won't be able to get there because you are not promoting. Promotions help you get into smaller groups. Okay, post as much as possible, create as many content as possible. Volume is also important when you're creating. For your videos, shortest, right? Why is it important to create short videos? Attention span is reducing. The average time it takes for you to get somebody's attention right now when the person sees your post is 6 seconds. So just imagine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you do not capture my attention, I have waka 6 seconds. All right. So you want to make sure you capture attention as fast as possible, as quick as possible. Why? Nothing will happen unless you have people looking at that thing that you're talking about. If they don't look at it, nothing will happen. So if you want something to happen, you have to get them to look at it. So how do you get them to look at it? Capture their attention in the shortest time possible. The shorter your video, the better the performance. All right. Collabs and showing up. Why is it important to do collabs? It's very important to do collabs because I can have, okay, let me say, okay, good. How many of you have seen a Wagoin and bread seller? You see the two of them. How many of you have seen them? Hello, just quick response. How many people have seen a Wagoin and bread sellers? Exactly. Those guys were the inventors of collabos. You see those Wagoin and bean sellers? They were the inventors of collabos. Why do you think they work together? Because they noticed that every time somebody buys bread, he will look for what? Beans. Now, imagine if somebody that sells water was also with them. Because bread and beans is very dry. I will definitely want water or Coke. So imagine if somebody that sells water or Coke joins them. Can you imagine the collabo? Right? So in collabos, right, I might want to eat bread. But because I have seen beans, I will not eat bread and beans. I might just want to take water. But because I saw the bread and beans with Coke, I was like, okay, just give me Coke, just give me Coke. Are you getting the idea now? So, are there businesses that you can collabo with? Are there brands that you can work with? For example, Tosin now, there are some brands that are particular about children and kids. Maybe brands like Peak, brands like Nestle, brands like Indomie, right? And with you, you do kids and youth things. You can collabo. So they can bring stuff that can work with your audience or your customers. You can bring stuff that can enable them do their own social responsibility things. Do you understand? So there are ways to get into the other person's space. All right? Getting into another person's space is important in business because you might see somebody, or you might see something that is very big or huge on the other side for you and that you want to take advantage of. All right? Now, if you do not collabo, you probably will not be able to take advantage of this thing. Okay? Let me give you another example. There was one year, it was The Experience, 1 year in The Experience. Don Moen and Frank Edwards performed together. Can you imagine the collabo? The Don Moen audience outside Nigeria, all those guys. The Frank Edwards audience, the Nigerian guys. Don Moen, we already here for him already. But imagine the exposure Frank Edwards will get when that Don Moen video goes back to where Don Moen is coming from. Now they will not know Frank Edwards. All right, that's the beauty of collabo. All right, collabos and showing up. Show up for other people's stuff. Show up for other people's things. Participate. For example, now there's some people here that some of us will never remember again. But there's some people here, they'll probably remember. Why? Because they participated. Right? Some people that answered questions. Some people that said things. So you will remember because they participated. Some people did not participate or did not say anything. You probably will not remember them. Do you understand? So, in understanding visibility, in understanding social media, you have to learn to use things to your own advantage. All right? What are the brands encouraging? Brands are currently encouraging. Let me give you, for example, Instagram, YouTube, what's the other one? TikTok. They're encouraging short videos. They're all encouraging short videos. Right? So, what do? You are creating short videos, and they will push you. They will push you through reels. They'll push you through shorts. so that you get to those places. They encourage you short videos. Now, you now have somebody say, no, I will not create short video. I'll be doing picture. Selfie. You do picture and you post it. And it doesn't get it. You say, Elisha, these people, they are mad. They're scattering everything for me. Nothing is working. What's going on? Nothing will work because they have told you what they are promoting. Why not key into what they are promoting? All right? Why not key into what they are promoting? Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Shorts. These are some of the largest platforms right now. Are you keying into what they are promoting? That's another key thing. All right? How frequently are you creating? I talked about volume. How much are you pushing out there? You need to be pushing out a lot. All right? Remember, when they will do a search for you or what you do, if you cannot be found, you are not found. No. Let me tell you guys a story. All right? A quick story. One of my first international gig, I did that maybe 9 years ago or 10 years ago. It was just a simple search the person just did. Social media people in Nigeria. That was how she found me. Are you following me? Social media people in Nigeria. That was how she found me. And she found me. My first international gig, I did it for one company in South Africa. One person, one of my, people I trained in social media work, right? She was looking for another person. The person she was looking for had certain keywords that they knew her with, but she was not ranking for those keywords. One of those keywords was entrepreneur or something like that. I was ranking for those keywords. So when she did that search, she didn't find that person, she found me. So she now said, okay, let me just learn with this guy. And that was how she found me. But she eventually told me that this was who she was looking for. Do you understand? So it means that you can use names or say certain names that they call you or whatever it is they call in your area, but you're not ranking for that name. Another person is ranking for it. That person that is ranking for it is the person they will find, and it's that person that will do the deal. So you want to make sure that you are creating as much as possible. You are promoting as much as you can. You are cross-promoting. You are creating on different platforms. All right? You are engaging with people. You are making sure you push as much content out there so that you rank for your name. You rank for your brand keywords. Good. I said keywords. How many of you did that keywords assignment? Okay. Nobody did the keywords assignment. People didn't do it. Only NSC. Only NSC did the keyword assignment. Okay, you have them create short ads and also good flyer designs. Okay, that means you're good with graphics. Many of you didn't create that thing. You would have created it. It would have been good for me to assess and help you define all of these things. Because I found out that many times the issues that many people have online is when they are writing their profiles, they are children of God. They'll put their good face, put their everything, nice picture, write everything, but they don't use the keywords even in their bio. So they're like, who are you? I am a child of God, mother of 2, husband of 1, blessed child. And they just put it there. As if when I'm going to type it, I'll type husband of 2 or wife of 2. Is that what I'll type when I'm looking for you? No. I will type what I'm interested in, what I'm looking for. That's what I will type, right? So if I'm going to type that thing, why not make sure that thing can be found? Why not make sure that thing can get back to me, all right? Can connect with me so I'll say, yes, this is what I'm looking for. Do you understand? So that's where your keywords come in. So those keywords have to now be placed strategically all over your posts, in your bio, in your conversations, in your hashtags. That's how you place them. All right? Let me see. I think this will be the last slide or something. Any questions so far? So that I can take them. Just moving as fast as I can. Questions, please. Questions. Any questions? Oh, okay. I think it's finished. This is the last slide. So that's me. This was which event now? This is Meta Creators Event. All right. So I just want to quickly run through what I said earlier. Your business is not a business if it cannot function without you. So you have to think, structure, system. Now, your business begins to grow and scale when you understand that, hey, okay, somebody sent a message. Okay, keywords, campaign, health, menstrual cycle, sanitary pads. What does campaign and health goes to do with menstrual cycle and sanitary pad? What do you mean by campaign? Political campaign. That's they don't agree. Oh. All right. Evelyn, they don't agree. All right. Okay, good. So back to the gist, right? So you have to make sure, all right, that you use your content to your advantage. Post your content, promote your content, run ads. All right. Who else? All right. Run ads. Now, why are your ads important? Your ads are important because your organic post cannot do so well. All right. They'll probably just do 10% of what they should be doing. But if you run ads, they will do way more. So what will it take you? Find some 5,000 naira. Just promote, even if it's just for a day or two. Promote it. Right? Let it get to more people. Okay? Stop sticking to only organic posts. Okay? Then understand that in this business you need to connect with people. You are chatting with them, you're having conversations with them, you are building these relationships, and you are growing. It's important that we learn to connect with people. I think I can stop here. Thank you very much. Any questions, guys? Evelyn, right? Campaign is too broad. All right, so you can't say sanitary pads, menstrual cycle, sanitary pads. Yeah, well, yeah, but you can probably need to refine that a little bit. But yeah, to some extent they can go. But you can't say campaign, because if you say campaign, what you will see coming up is political campaigns, all right, and that would shoot you out. So it doesn't, help your ministry anyway. So you can't say campaign. You have to pick some other words, all right. So pick some other words and let's look at it. Okay. So any questions, guys? All right. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Now, I'll get to remind me. I want to talk about something I call relatable post. I'll get to that, but let me address these other issues first. So, now, dancing doesn't necessarily be that you have to now sit down and dance. You can key into things in a variety of ways. All right, you can key into things in a variety of ways. On Instagram, for example, there are templates that you can use. All right, you can just put up images related to what you've done. Just put up those templates, follow those sounds, so you can key into trending sounds. So the sounds are trending, you can just key into that. All right, you do not necessarily have to now dance. You can just put up your images; they will dance very well. So you can put up your images, and they, your images. There's something called transition. If you, I don't know the type of apps that you use. So if you're using an app like maybe InShot, or you're using an app like CapCut, they have things they call transition. So you can have an image that before it comes in, it bounces in. You understand? That can attract the audience. That bounce. Do you understand? You can have another image that that comes in like a circle, or comes in whirling. All right. So you have all these different things that you can do to enhance the experience of the person enjoying the video. Because the way this whole thing works is this: somebody's enjoying the video. All right. So you just want to make sure you enhance their experience. The minute you enhance their experience, what they do is they like this so much they will share to another person, and you begin to get all those exposures that you want. All right. So it's just an experience thing. It's like you. What makes you share a video? The video was probably value laden, lots of value in it, but the person also made it very interesting. Then you liked it. So because you liked it, you did it. There was a class I went to teach. We were there were six teachers or six trainers. I was like at the last class. Do you understand what I mean? Like we'll be at the last class. People were tired. As in, when you just came, they're like, "Who be this one again? We'll just go." You understand? So I had to up my game to get them involved and get them engaged. You understand? But at the end of that day, I had the best class. So I was voted the best lecturer or the best trainer, right? Why am I sharing this? I had to make sure I improved their experience based on what I had noticed. Do you understand? And that is what everybody is doing online. They are watching you, they are enjoying that content. So what do? Focus on improving experience. How do you do it? All the things that you see that are trending, can you recreate it in your own convenient, personal way? All right? Can you do it in a way that now relates to what you are doing? That's what it is, basically. Do you understand? That's what it is. So you can do all of those, right? Another thing you could do is look at what's working in your industry. What are the top posts that are performing for the people who you consider competition? The same people that are taking your audience. What type of posts did they create that did very well? Can you create similar? Can you add a twist to it that makes it interesting or make it more fun? Can you do that? If you do that, you're getting the market. That's the whole idea. You're getting into the market. The whole idea is to get into that market. But to get into it, you can start with what is already working. That's another beautiful thing about your competition and your customers. Where are your customers visiting? Who are your customers going to check out? All right. Pepsi knows that a lot of their customers go to visit Coke. So they will study Coke. You understand? They will study their customers too. So you study competition and you study customer. Competition, what is competition doing that is bringing these people to them? What are they doing? Can you do better? What are they not doing? Can you start doing? Customer, what are you looking for in this place that you're always going there? Can you start doing that? That was what Instagram did, because Instagram noticed where the customers were going. They were going to TikTok. So what does TikTok have that we do not have that is making them go to TikTok? Instagram started doing it, and the people started coming back. Do you understand? So you need to study competition, study customer. Now there's something called relatable posts. Relatable posts are posts that relate. Okay, so I talked of no, let me say, okay, let me give a general stuff, right? For example, I don't know whether you guys have seen this video. There was one Tinubu video that was trending one time, and he said, "Is it for Eba? Is it for Dodo? Is it?" You know, if you remember that video was a trending video. Now, you can use that to say whatever you want to say. Pick it and see where can this come in. One of my best performing videos, all right, on my Instagram page or my YouTube, I don't remember, was a video that I used something that happened. One guy went to the zoo and he was playing with one animal, an orangutan. The orangutan was playing with, finally caught him. So they kept him and held him, right? And was pulling him. So I used that to explain how people in people that other people have told, I will get back to you. You understand? You want to buy it, say, okay, I'll get back to you. I use that to explain how those people that told somebody I will get back to you, how the customers caught them. Sorry, how the sellers caught them and refused to let them go. So you say you will get back to me. Today you have gotten back to me. So they held them and refused to let them go. So I use that. All right. So some people will relate. All right. There was another video I worked on. I don't own the initial video. All right, but I repurposed the content for the interpretation I was giving to it. Do you understand? So it became a relatable video that people could see and understand and laugh, and it made sense to them because they had seen this kind of thing already happening. Do you understand? So you can just look for, relatable stuff that you can use. Okay, somebody is owing you money, and the money is owing you is like 10,000, and he now pays you maybe 100 naira, and say he will pay you the remaining 9,900 naira later, and you now ask him, is it for a bar? Is it for Google? Do you understand? So you can use that video to explain whatever you want to do. It's just an issue of taking the thing, all right, and interpreting it along the same lines with the video that you are seeing. So what I do is I have a content bank. Any video I see that is interesting, that strikes me, I save. One day I will have a use for it. I just save all the videos. Save. All the platforms have saved now, so you can easily just save. So I save all the videos. Then one day I just spend time. It could be a weekend. Now that's why my weekends can be very busy, because I do a lot of my content creation weekends. So I just stay one weekend, pick that video, adjust it a little bit, put all the things that I want, change the words, if possible, do a voiceover to interpret what I want. I do it, and that's all. Do you understand? And you push it out. And before you know it, the video will be performing, people will be liking it, it will be interesting, it will be everywhere, and you think maybe I promoted it. I remember there was one brand that we managed, because we manage social media accounts too. So there was one brand that we managed. When I did something like that for them, the guy said, you didn't promote all our other videos, you went to promote this one. Why? I said, why do you feel I promoted it? He said, look at the number of views it had. It was not a promotion. It was just a relatable video. All right? So you have to know how to pick those videos. Many of them would just connect. So once you find a video that just connects, if they carry me go where I don't know, they carry me go where I don't know, they carry me go where I don't know, you can, maybe you are a driver and you are driving, you understand, and the vehicle begins to misbehave after your mechanic did something on the vehicle. You can actually just use that sound. They carry me go where I don't know what this guy even do. You can twist things and use it to explain whatever. That's the beauty of relatable content. So relatable content is also one trending tactic that people are using right now to interpret things. All right, or you have like a family. They already had like 17 children. The woman was giving birth to twins. And the husband was saying, no more again. We don't want again. We don't do it again. The wife said, okay, there's no problem. Let's not do again. We're not going to do again. We have closed shop. Then a month or two later, the woman takes in. And when the baby finally is born, they now play that song. They never see me coming. Oh, coming. Do you understand? So that relates to the baby coming. They were hiding, thinking that the baby will not see them. They didn't see the baby coming. The baby still sneaked in. So they now had 18 children. Do you understand? So these things are very relatable. They are memes. They are relatable videos. So there are things that once you just see it, you just understand. All right? You just understand. So I hope I've been able to help you and not confuse you. Yeah. 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 I get it now. So this is what, yeah. Believer. Okay, good. Now, this is what I always focus on. what is that song encouraging you to do? Is it a positive thing? You understand? So there can be secular things that are positive. All right, it's not stealing, it's not molestation, it's not something negative. So what is that thing saying? Is it a secular thing, right? But is meaningful, is positive? Then I key into it. Do you understand? But if it is like, I like rap music, but I found out that a lot of the rap music right now, before you just open it, the kind of things they say, I'll be like, oh God. Say we cannot have decent rap music again. As in, it's all blah, 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 all right? It was not like this before, but right now it's like this everywhere. All right? So I can't even use rap music that I like anymore because of that. So I've boned it. You see it now. So which ones can you use that do not provide this obscene comments or provide this negativity thing, or these wrong words? Once you have that, it's good to run with it. There are so many that are very good, like this one that Sia sang, "I'm unstoppable." All right, so that "I'm unstoppable" it's nice. All right, so if you can use like all those motivational, sometimes you use all the motivational speeches. Okay, I do some crazy things, right? I can combine different videos with different sounds or different things. I just mix them all up. So I could take maybe a motivational speech somewhere and take a video. Maybe the video they used wasn't nice. I can take another video that is very, very nice and put it with that sound and push it out there, and it will still be good. All right? So there are songs that are good, that are secular, that are trending, that are not rubbish, rubbish. No, they are. So you just have to take that time to look for it and roll with it. Do you understand? But still, rather than even do all of those, there are so many nice just instrumentals that are very good. There are these songs, these sounds by Hans Zimmerman. Yeah, Hans Zimmerman. Yeah, this guy that does some very powerful sounds. So movie sounds that you can use with your videos do pretty well. All right. If you check, okay, if you check on Instagram, yeah, you can go to on Instagram. You can go to, if you click your reels, just click your reels, like you're on Instagram, go. Then you click your reels and you're just scrolling and watching all the reels, right? Where you will click like you want to post a reel, like watching all the reels. Just beside that reel, if you just look towards the right, you will see something called templates. Click on the templates. You see several templates of several songs and several things arranged that you can just use. Many of them are good. All right, that you can use and find. Many of them are good. There are some that we even use on church's page. They are secular. Some of them are just claps. Different sounds that we use and pick from there. So you can do that. All right, as long as you don't see all those lyrics or crazy stuff that talk crap. Yeah, so you can do that too. All right, any more questions before we say bye-bye? Okay, I think I've tried for today. Thank you so much. Thank you. Any more questions? Ayo, you don't have question for me? Joshua Chidi. Good evening. How are you? Yeah, that's good. What do you do, Joshua? You lead the people out of where? Or you lead the people into where? Are you leading them in or you are leading them out? Which one are you doing? You are leading them in. Into where, Biko? Okay. All right. Glad to meet you, Joshua. Any questions, guys? You're welcome, man. Any questions? If there are no questions, I think we can say bye-bye. I think I've been able to touch on everything. I just wanted to give a quick summary of some of the things that we've gone through in our various groups. Add a little bit of social media stuff. The problem with social media is there are many things that come up every day, so we have to keep upgrading and updating, and it just keeps happening, right? So what I'm going to do is some of these videos that we have, I'm going to upload all of them and I'll share the links, and I'll ask your leaders to share to you so you guys will get all of them. All right, you guys will. Dumo, I've been calling Dumo Douglas. Dumo Douglas, answer me now. Eh? What have I done to you? Dumo Douglas or Douglas Dumo? Which one? Is it that I'm not calling your name well? Okay, Douglas, just Douglas. Ah, what do you do, Dumo Douglas? Okay, HSC. Okay. So that name is Dumo, right? Dumo, right? Dumo is short for what? Hello. Hello. Dumo is short for what? No. Dumo is a short form of a name, right? Or it's just Dumo Life? Dumo Teng. Wow. This is the first time I'm hearing this. So Dumo Teng. So everybody, Dumo Teng. Life is of great value. Please make sure that you all live life. Dumo Teng, all of you. All right. Thank you very much for being here. Yeah. So this is the last master class for us. The semester ends next week Monday. Sorry, next on Sunday. Semester ends on Sunday, but we probably will stay around, play with you guys before we start closing all the groups. All right. Thank you so much. It has been great talking with you. The videos will be available. I'm going to put up all the videos in the link in the YouTube link, and I'll share the YouTube across places, across all the groups. All right, across all the emerging entrepreneurs groups. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. No more questions, Abi? I'm seeing. Okay, yeah, no more questions. All right. Thank you so much. It has been great talking with you. Okay, so tell me thank you too now. Nobody wants to tell me thank you. Please. Thank you. God. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hey, thank you so much. Jane, thank you. Thank you. Everybody, thank you. Evelyn. Evelyn, you didn't change this thing. I said you should add more now. You didn't add to it, Evelyn. You didn't add to it. I said campaign will not work. You don't know. What do you do? What do you do? Thank you so much, Fatima. Okay. 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 Okay, I get the point. Now, the problem with campaign is if you just type campaign now, you just notice that everything you see is political. You understand? Everything you see is political. So you need to find a word that connects more with that grassroots, right? So sometimes what might work for you is the kind of thing that you do. Ask the people, what kind of word do they call the people that do the kind of things that you do? Do you understand? Like for example, in bike. There was a time bike in the north is menstrual hygiene, women's health. Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, you can see someone is providing those things in the chat. Women's health, menstrual hygiene. So in the north, they call bike going in Abuja. In the east, it's called Inaga. All right. In Benin, we used to call it bike. In Lagos, it was called Okada. That was those days before bike became the usual word. So you need to know what the users call it. Then it becomes easy for you to define it, because many times it's not what you are calling it, it's what the users. So what do they call it? Do you understand what I mean? So go from there and create. So what do they call it? From there, you're not able to pick out the right words to use to describe yourself, because that is what they will be searching for. If they want to describe you to another person, what word would they use? Sure, you understand? That's what they will be searching for. So you might be saying campaign, campaign. They will say campaign, political. Because I don't want politician here. That may be what they are thinking that you are saying. But you need to now define with their way. Do you understand? All right. Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you very much. Yeah, you're welcome. All right, guys. See you. Bye bye, everybody. Now I want to end this thing. Bye bye. All right. End. I'm unstoppable. Where is the end now? This thing to run long. Hey, this network. And let's see, your hand is still up. To put your hand down, or you still have questions? And Nessie has abandoned me when I needed him most. What ended this? I think it ended it right. Is the meeting still on? Oh my God.